me stop. Hey y'all. Can y'all see me? I feel like y'all can see me. We in the truck with it today. I'm so sorry I had errands to run. Just deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so before we get into this video, first of all, thank you so much for clicking on today's video, today's story time. Before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and turn on your post bell notifications. Okay, let's get into it. This is about the time that I found out a guy that I was talking to ended up, yeah, he ended up. I am in such a bad space. Okay, I got like an energy boost for some reason. I'm really not sure why, but we just gonna go with it. Okay, first things first, rest in peace Uncle Phil. I'm just kidding. For the sake of the video, we are gonna call the guy C, because his name starts with a C. RPC. This really like two story times in one, because like he lied about like who he was essentially, and he got, so yeah. Okay, let's take it back to how me and C met. Me and C met on Facebook, and it was one of those things where, you know, like when we used to be young, we used to do the little to be honest on people's walls. It was like one of those, and it was like, I was like, to be honest, you seem cool, you cute or whatever, I don't know you, whatever. And he messaged me on some shit like, oh, we should change that, blah blah blah. So C was cool at first. I really hope that the lighting is, is that better? Is that ugly? Am I under a pollen tree? We just gonna have to deal with it. What was I saying? So yeah, we met on Facebook. He messaged me, whatever, and we was talking on Facebook for a while. It was cool. And then we, you know, took it to the messages or whatever. And I'm not even gonna hold you, Steve was not somebody who like I was like pressed to talk to, or like I was interested in, or nothing like that. Like he was cool or whatever, but he just was not my normal type. But as we started like texting and stuff, like more and more, like over the course of like a couple weeks or whatever, he was making me laugh. Like he had good energy, and I was like starting to like him a little bit. So I used to hate, I'm still like this to this day, if I really like you, because I don't like getting on the phone with everybody, but if I really like you, if I really fuck with you, I want to talk to you before I sit up and text you all day. So do I got hair? It don't matter. So I remember the first time we got on the phone, y'all. The first time we got on the phone, this should have been a red flag. The first time we got on the phone, because mind you, this was when I was in high school. I was probably like, let's just say 16. Yeah, let's just say 16, because I really don't remember if it was 15 or 16. Let's just say 16. And if somebody is paying that close attention, this was when, because y'all know me and Austin used to be on again, off again. This was when me and Austin was off. Like I was never entertaining other ninjas while I was like dealing with Austin, like ever. Like no matter how many times we fell out, I was never gonna deal with a ninja while me and him was, you know, like figuring shit out. So this was like when we was off. So I remember me and C had got on the phone the first time, and his voice was like very, very deep. Now mind you, I know it's different with different guys. Like you go through puberty, maybe your balls ain't drop all the way. Like it's just different. Like some people can have a deep voice, some people can have like a weird sounding voice, some people voice is still high. Like it really just depends on the guy. So I'm just like, but this don't sit right with me, because his voice was like very, very deep. And mind you, he went, of course he did not live in my hometown or nothing like that. He went to another school, but I knew for a fact that, well, I'm not gonna say I knew for a fact. He told me we was the same age, right? And I didn't have no reason not to believe him, because for one, we had so many mutual people like in common, like people that I actually knew in real life. And he would be like posted up in pictures and videos with these same people who I knew for sure was my age, like our age, right? So I didn't have no reason to believe that he wasn't how old he said he was. See, hell no. Because one pollen thing, he got one time to drop in this shit, and I'm gonna be mad. Hopefully the lighting is okay. So yeah, the first time we had got on the phone, I was just like, damn, this nigga voice is like hella deep. So I had just like jokingly said like how old are you again? And he started laughing. He was like, what you mean, like we the same age? So I'm just like, oh no, I'm just asking, like your voice is like really deep. So he was like, yeah, I get that all the time, blah blah blah. But something, it just call it my intuition or whatever you want to call it, something just was not sitting right with me. Like I'm just like, he's like, y'all, when I say he sounded like a 40-year-old man, he sounded like a seasoned man who had been through some shit in his life. Like this is not no puberty sounding voice. This is a nigga who done been through some shit. So I'm just like, this just don't sit right with me. So I was over at my people house one day, and I had asked my brother, because C had did like the same kind of stuff that BJ did, but they didn't know each other. So I'm asking, but I didn't know this at the time. I asked him like, hey, you know this guy named C, blah blah blah. I'm showing him the picture. And he like, nah, I don't know that nigga, whatever, why, what happened? I'm just like, oh no, I'm just asking, like it ain't no problem or nothing. Like I'm just, you know, like I just wanted to know. And it's not like I thought he was a catfish or nothing like that, because mind you, I've seen him in pictures and videos and posted up with people who I know in real life to be like real people. So it's not that. It's just like something just was not sitting right with me, right? So I'm trying to like link up with C at this point. Like I'm just like, you know, because he stayed like far, like y'all know I used to be like on like the north side of Columbia. He stayed like close to like Irmo type shit. Like that was like far way out. But like I'm just like, you know, like if we coolin', we kicking it, I like you, whatever, like I'll pull up on you, you can pull up on me for a couple minutes. Like we don't gotta like hang out like for a long significant amount of time, but just I just still want to. So he would always be like trying to give me the runaround, like, oh, I got some shit on the floor, I'm doing this, I'm in the streets, I got a play to make, I got this to do, I got this to do. And I'm just like, you giving me the runaround and I'm confused. Like, nigga, just pull up for like 20 minutes. I really just wanted him to pull up so I could see his ID. I'm not even gonna hold you, because I wanted to see what that birth year said, because it do not give we was born the same year. So he was constantly giving me the runaround, and we just never ended up linking at all, y'all. The whole duration of this video, me and C never seen each other in person. We never seen each other in person. It was just always texting. We talked on the phone. I don't even think that FaceTime was a thing then. I really don't remember. If it wasn't, I know before FaceTime came out, I used to be on Uvu or Skype, and I feel like he will always still be trying to like give me the runaround. So I'm just like, it's just something off with this nigga. Like it's just something up. And like I ain't never met a nigga who I've dealt with who said like they like me so much, or they into me, or they interested or whatever, you giving me the runaround trying to like link up. Like it's usually the other way around. Like I'm giving the nigga the runaround, I don't want to link with you, but no, I'm actually trying to like link. So I feel like he kind of like picked up that like I was catching on to something, but I just didn't know what yet, right? Dang, I'm talking so fast, and I wanted this to be a long story. I'm gonna try to give y'all as many details as I can remember. So dang, this like 3 stories in one actually, because like he lied, he died, and okay, let me just keep going. So at this point, me and Steve, we've been talking for like a couple months. Now I wouldn't even like say talking, because mind you, I ain't never seen a nigga in person, but he one of those niggas to put everything on Facebook. So the nigga done fucked around and put me, I'm this old, right? Like when Facebook first came out, we used to put everything on Facebook, and we used to have like Facebook husbands and Facebook wives, where you just like marry, like change your relationship status to like somebody on Facebook. You're not really married, but you know. So he did that, but I never accepted the request, but it still for some reason showed up on his page. And then he changed his banner to a picture of me, right? So I'm just like, wait, hold on, cause you scaring off the hoes. Like, you not my man. Don't claim me, and like don't do that. Y'all ever seen that when pictures like, nigga, why would you do some dumb shit like come and hug me in the club when the hoes is looking? Please don't post me on your Facebook when the like I'm not a no. Don't post me, don't do nothing. Like he was really like doing shit. So I had to call him one day, like, you're tweaking, like, taking me off your Facebook. Like, it's people coming up to me like, oh, you talking to this nigga, da, da, da. I'm just like, no, like, we cool and everything, but like, posting me as your Facebook banner, making me your Facebook wifey is a little OD for me. That's a stretch. So I had to talk to him. He's just like, what, you ashamed of me? I'm just like, nigga, ashamed of you? You don't even want to pull up. You don't even want to let me see you in real life. What are you talking about? So back then, when shit like that happened, y'all, it was always some drama. So here goes some little bald-headed ass girl DMing me about a nigga who I could really give two shits about. Here girl DMing me, right? So she has sent me a follow request, and like I told y'all in previous story times, I used to accept everybody. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm just thinking this is another girl. I accepted her request. I befriended her back or whatever. Or I think when you accepted, y'all automatically friends. However it go. Here she go DMing me. Can I ask you a question? Now at this point, look, I got a couple ninjas. So I don't know who she trying to come to me woman to woman about. The last person I thought it was gonna be about was C though, right? Can I ask you a question? I'm just like, yeah, what's up? How you know C? Now mind you, pause right here. Like I said, we, as in me and C, we supposed to be like 16 years old, right? This was a older lady. This is why like this shit was like so weird to me, because when y'all find out like how old he was, it's given like whatever. I'm talking ahead of myself. So this was like an older lady. When I say older lady, y'all, I mean like this lady was in her 20s, like late 20s, early 30s. She had kids. Like this was like an older lady. Like she had toddlers. So I'm just like, imagine you being how old you are coming to me, and I am how old I am. Like I'm a minor, babe. What? So she's like, yeah, how you know C? So I'm just telling her like, oh, I don't really know him like that for real. We just, you know, been talking or whatever, talking if you want to call it that, for like the last couple months. I don't really know him like that though. Like I ain't never seen him in person. That's not my man. If you know, messaging me about that banner shit, I told him to take it down. He don't want to listen to me. Like, no, that's not my man. So she was just like, oh, okay, I was just checking. You in high school? So I'm just like, yeah, we both are. Like, I'm in high school just like him. Like, I said, like, yeah, we in the same grade. She just left me on scene, right? So I'm just like, okay. So now I'm just trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is going on? Because, like, why are you a teenager messing with, because like I'm only gonna assume that she's messaging me because she messed with you. Like she trying to come to me woman to woman, right? Well, more so like woman to teenager, because I'm not a woman, even though I thought I was grown. So I'm just like talking to my homegirls, and I'm just like, something just don't sit right with me. Like, why is this older woman there? Like, yeah, that's giving like P3DO. Like, yeah, that's weird. Whole time this nigga was the real P3DO. But I'm telling them, and I'm just like, something just don't sit right with me. And they was like, you just need to stop talking to him. Like, it's getting weird. Like, yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, I know y'all right. I still want to, like, I want to put my Nancy Drew hat on. I need to get to the bottom of this shit, because I hate when I can't figure shit out. Like, I hate for some shit to shake me and I can't figure it out. So time is going on, and I'm not really sweating C. I wasn't really like sweating him in the first place, but I'm really not sweating him no more, because like I'm talking to other guys. Me and Austin trying to work it out. I'm trying to see what's up with him, and yeah, he done fell to the back burner. Like, I'm not paying him no mind, right? So he just became like tried to become very like possessive over me. Like, it would be times where I would be on the phone with him, and we had like this little teen club in my hometown where people used to always throw parties. So we just used to always be at the little club or whatever. It wasn't even a teen club. It was a club that the nigga daddy turned into a teen club on certain nights okay, whatever. We would go to the club, and I would, you know, be on the phone with him before like I get to like my cousin house or like my homegirl house or something. I would tell him like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to you later, I'm finna like go to this party. He would be like, send me a picture of what you wearing, you better not be in no ninja's faces, don't play with me, don't act up, da da da. Like, you're not my man. So what are we even, like, what? And he just used to do shit like that, like, very often. Like, he would try to check me, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I used to be on Facebook, like back in the day, I used to be posting thirst traps. I did. I'm not too ashamed to say that. I used to be a pick-me. I used to post thirst traps. I used to want attention. I used to crave attention from niggas. I'm not gonna sugarcoat no shit. Y'all know I give it to y'all real, raw, transparent, all of that. Yes, I used to be very much a pick-me. Yes, I'm gonna post a picture with some little ass, shorts on, crop top, whatever. Sports bra, whatever. I used to be one of them. Absolutely, I did. Grow up and learn your worth. But that's a whole different story. But he used to be like under the comments, like in my, like, you're scaring off the hoes, like you're scaring off the niggas. Like he used to be in my comments arguing with niggas under my picture. I'm not your bitch. So at that point I was just like, okay, yeah, this nigga is batshit crazy. I don't want to talk to him no more. It is what it is, right? So I like cut him off. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you, I know this was not like the right thing to do, but I ghosted him. And he would be blowing up my phone, blowing up my phone, blowing up my phone, and I'm just like, nigga, like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, you do too much, and I'm not, like, again, I'm not your girl. Like, I'm not your girl. So we ended it right there, right? So he was blowing up my phone. I'm ghosting him. He calling me. He texting me. I don't even think like blocking was a thing back then. Even if it was, I didn't block him because, again, I used to be like a pick me, and I used to be kind of toxic. So even when I tell a nigga I'm gonna cut him off, I'm gonna stop talking to you, I used to want to see like how far he gonna take it to get in contact with me. Like, I don't want to block you. Like, I want to see if I'm still on your mind every single day. You gonna call me every single day. And that's what he was doing, right? Until like one day the calls just like started, like, if it started off as like 10 calls, it went down to like 3 calls, and then like 1 call, and then like no calls. So I'm just like, oh, like, okay, like this nigga must like got him a girl or something now. Like, thank you, thank God, like you don't got to be bothering me no more. I'm just like, I just like took note about it, right? So one day I'm at my people house, and it's me, BJ, and like a few of his homeboys. They playing a game, they smoking, whatever, they just chilling, right? So I'm just on my phone scrolling, and one of the homeboys was like, dang, these apartments, I forgot what they was called. It was like green something. I forgot. It really don't even matter. It was these ghetto ass, trapped out ass apartments in Columbia. And it just used to always be some shit going on at these apartment complexes. Like, it just used to always be some shit, like, whatever. Like, it's not like breaking news if you hear something that went down at these apartments, right? So one of his homeboys is just scrolling. He was like, oh shit, it was a can I say that on YouTube? I might have to bleep that out. It was a pew pew out at said apartments. So he just like scrolling through the news article, and mind you, at this point I know C's government name, right? Like, I know his full government name, like first, middle, and last, right? So he reading the article, and he was like, oh, 2 ninjas got, and it was like one of the people, what we doing? One of the people, it was like 2 victims, and then he said 32-year-old C blank, right? Like he said, so let's say C name is like Charlie Brown. 32-year-old victim Charlie Brown, and 29-year-old victim blah blah blah. And I knew for a fact, I knew that C did not stay in these apartment complexes because I knew where he stayed, because he told me in like the pictures that he would like post it, like it matched like that area and stuff. But I did know that he used to be like over at these apartments sometimes because some of his homeboys stayed over there. So I'm just like, nah, like, and mind you, C has like a common name, like a first and last name actually. So I'm not like putting 2 and 2 together, but my ears did kind of like perk up a little bit. But I'm just like, he said 32 and C is 16. Like, no, like maybe that's his daddy or something. I don't fucking know, but that's not like the C that I'm talking about. So he was like, yeah, he was reading through the news article, and I'm just like, let me see. So I take his phone, I'm looking through it, and sure enough, it said 32-year-old Victim, 32-year-old Charlie Brown. Mind you, it's his real name. It was like gang related and all some more type of shit. So I'm just like, wait. Because now I got like, it felt like somebody was like sitting on my chest. Like I felt like this very like heavy feeling. Like my heart dropped to my ass type shit, right? So I'm just like, this happened. Because mind you, we seen this news article like the next night. This had happened like the previous night. And he called me the previous night, but not this night, right? And mind you, he called me like before this shit had happened. This happened in like the early morning hours, like 12. If y'all can see this damn vehicle in front of me, how did y'all go up on the curb like that? How? It's literally nobody parked next to you. How the fuck did you go up on the curb? I know. I don't know either. Me and the lady just sitting there looking. What the fuck do y'all got going on? Anyways, this happened like 1 a.m. He probably called me like 8, 9 o'clock, right? So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go to this nigga Facebook, because you know back in the day, well, people still do this. Like if y'all hometown still use Facebook, I'm scared of y'all. I'm scared of y'all. Y'all know how to fight. Y'all pew pew people. Y'all do all type of crazy shit. I'm scared of y'all. If y'all main social media source is Facebook, I'm scared of y'all. So I'm just like, if I go on this man's Facebook page and I see one RIP post, I'm gonna lose it, because it's like a whole bunch of stuff going through my head, right? I'm just like, it ain't no way. It ain't no way. Because why would they say 32? Why would they say 32? Why I type this man Facebook name in, and I go to his page and I look on his wall, and at the top it said 99 plus new posts. 99 plus new posts. And the very first one, it was like somebody had made it like within seconds of me clicking on the page. RIP big bro. RIP, RIP, RIP. So I'm on my phone like, oh, OMG, OMG, OMG. So I'm like, oh my God. So my brother like, what? So I'm like, BJ, do you remember when I asked you if you knew the guy named C? So he was like, yeah. I'm like, this C that just got popped, that's who I was. So he like, the 32-year-old, I'm like, BJ, he told me he was 16. And I got the messages, because mind you, now it's my word against the dead. I got the messages to back that shit. I can even go back in Facebook when I first asked him. I'm like, BJ. So he like, nah. And I'm like, he know, because I'm naming off his homeboys. And BJ knew some of the homeboys that C used to hang around. So he called up one of the homeboys in question, right? So he called him. He like, what up, bro? Yeah, I heard about your homie. My condolences, whatever like that. But let me ask you a question. That nigga was really 32? So the guy was like, yeah, he was like in his 30s. I'm not sure if he was like 32 specifically, but yeah, that like the nigga was like older. So he was like, so why is he always like posted up? Because when I say he only hung around teenagers, y'all would think, and he did not look like he was 32. I mean, he looked like he maybe was a little bit older than 16. I give you like 18, 19, but 32? So he was like, why he always posted up with all the young niggas? Like, why he don't hang out with like niggas his age type shit? So he was like, oh yeah, that's the big homie. Like, he got to be around us. Like, he, you know, like, that's the big bro. That's the big homie or whatever. So what the fuck is this lady doing? Now, I would be wrong if I let down, ma'am, I don't have nothing for you. Yeah, I would be dead ass wrong if I let down this window and talk to this lady, right? I don't trust people. Ever since I heard about that, what are you asking? I don't even know if y'all can see that. Don't walk up to somebody's car, because if I would have did some shit, I would have been wrong. This is why I don't need to be parked right here. But did y'all hear about the one where the lady let down her window to give the homeless man some money or something, and he snatched her jewelry, he stabbed her? I'm not gonna play with you. Why would you walk up to my shit like that? So yeah, so anyway, so my brother like, yeah, why he always, you know, hanging out with the young niggas, blah blah blah. That's the big homie, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So he like, yeah, like why, like what's up, like what happened? So he was like, my brother was like, no, because my sister over here, and she was talking to that nigga, he told her he was 16. So he put the phone on speaker, and I'm telling the guy who was hanging out with C everything that I told my brother. Like, yeah, he told me he was 16. I kind of like figured he was lying a little bit, but he never wanted to pull up, he never wanted to show me no ID. Like I like figured something was up because his voice was so deep, like woo woo woo. So my brother was like, yeah, he ever told you like he was like talking to anybody or anything, like he ever bring up my sister? And he was like, no, I just know he used to be on the phone sometimes with a girl that probably was her, but like nah, it wasn't like nothing like that. Like that nigga got 2 baby mamas. And he just like effortlessly said that, like, nah, that nigga got 2 baby mamas. Hold on. So I'm sitting there looking like boo boo the damn fool, looking at my brother, looking at the phone. The nigga just talking, he just yapping. Like, yeah, that nigga, da, 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 da. So I'm just like, is one of his baby mamas? So I'm going on my Facebook now, I'm going to the messages. I'm like, is one of his baby mamas named Wooty Wooty Woo? So he was like, yeah, he just had a baby with her like a few months ago. So this was your baby mother. Mind you, I never told C that this lady had contacted me. I never told him that because I don't care that much. You're not my man. You can have him, sis. So you got your baby mama message. He was 32 years old, y'all. I was 16. The tender age of 16. And it's the fact that like you knew that and you was okay with, like, why would you lie and say you were quite literally half your age? Like, why would, like, I could get maybe like you 32 and you tell somebody like you 28 or something, or like, oh, excuse me, I'm lying about my age and I'm 16, but I'm telling somebody that like I'm 18 or something. I know that's still wrong. I know that's still wrong because one is a minor and one is a legal adult. But like 16 to 32, I still cannot ever let that go. What are you talking about? What are you saying right now? So he get off the phone with him. He like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna hit you back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So it's just silent in the house. My brother is heated at this point. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Go dig up the dead? What are you gonna do? Go to the morgue? You gonna go to the funeral home and beat the nigga up? What you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? It's literally nothing that you can do because nobody knew. Only he knew that he was lying about his age. Literally. So that happened, and he had like a really big, like, because he was like very well known in Colombia. Like he was well known. He had like a really big like funeral, whatever, and like a balloon thingy, a candle light, whatever you call them things. He had one of those. And then some time went on, like a few days had went past. Now he already, you know, he's 6 feet under at this point. I'm not trying to be funny, but like he's buried at this point. Like his funeral done passed by, all of this, and it's girlies on Facebook arguing about him. Do you hear me? Like, y'all know a few years ago, when the flippergram little trend had came out, and it was like what's that song? I forget the song, but it's basically like, oh, tell your bitch I like you, and it was like a flippergram, and like it was like somebody else nigga and you with the, okay, so just imagine this, but like way before like TikTok and flippergram and all of that stuff came out. It was like literally 10, I'm not gonna say tens, it was like a handful of girls who had collages of him. Like, okay, this is how I could compare it. Y'all know Arrogant Tay's sister, what's her name, Maya? Whenever, was it Maya? Yeah, whenever her guy died, and then all of this stuff came out about him and how he had a baby on the way and how he was living a double life and all of this, and all of these girls was posting about him after he died. Just imagine that, but like way back, like in the early 2000s, in the 2010s. It was like collages of him with other girls. A girl said that she was pregnant. It was just so much. And I'm just like, and this nigga had to, y'all, when I tell you he died with my picture on his banner, literally, and it stayed like that for years, y'all, until his family turned his page into like one of those like memorial pages on Facebook, and then they like changed it to like a picture of him. He died with my picture on his banner. Not his baby mamas, not none of these girls in the club. And I'm so glad that he didn't like tag me or nothing. I don't know how the girl found me. I don't know. She just was going through his, I don't know how she found me, because he never tagged me. I never posted nothing on his wall. He would post stuff on my wall, but I don't think like you can, I don't know how the lady found me. I'm so glad that man never tagged me. I don't need y'all bitches in my inbox. Man, I am a child. This man was a pedophile. You were 32 years old talking to a teenager. Y'all, I cannot make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. So yeah, that happened. It didn't sit right with me for a really long time, because what the fuck do you mean you 32 years old trying to talk to my young ass? Even though I think I'm grown, sir, I'm not grown. And if my parents was not together at this time, and my daddy was trying to be a daddy, but if my daddy would have found out about some shit like that, C would have been gone either way. Either it would have been the way that you went out, or the way my daddy gonna send you out. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. You got to be careful about the people that you talk to on the internet. And mind you, I wasn't ever gonna like do nothing with this man or nothing like that. I was trying to like meet up with him, but that was more so just to like confirm what I was already thinking, like, you're not really the same age as me. I wasn't ever gonna like hump on him or run off with him or nothing like that. I wasn't gonna do nothing like that, nothing of the sort. Nothing. But still, like, just the thought of like you knew you was how old you was, and you knew I was for sure how old I was, and you was okay with just like talking to me. So yeah, that was the time that I found out the guy that I was talking to lied about his age. Basically just lied about everything. Lied about your age. You told me, well, I ain't never asked like, did you have no kids? But like, why would I? We supposed to be 16, right? Like, that's not like an icebreaker question that you asking another teenager, like, oh, by the way, do you have any kids? Like, no, I'm not asking that. You have babies on the way, and you was 32. Damn it. I really want to like make my life into like a Tubi movie. Like, everything that I've been through, I want to make like it all into one big like 2.5 hour Tubi movie. That'll be the best 2 hours that you ever seen in a movie. I swear it would be. 32 32 child. So yeah, that happened. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you, but you already knew that. Before you click off, make sure you are subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and turn on post bell notifications. Go subscribe to the membership. Subscribe, join. Go join the membership. Go send me a confession. Go do something. Go take a shot. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. 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 It's early in the morning when I'm uploading this. Please don't wake up and take a shot. Please don't do that. Please don't. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all next week for some brand new videos. Bye.